Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, because I am driving. Okay, trying to get to some internet, but we are going to make this happen. Well, welcome to all of our partners and our guests tonight. We are so grateful that you are here on this Traveling Thursday. It is the last Traveling Thursday of the month of July, and I know all of us have something to testify about in this month of July. We are definitely so excited. Of course, I'm even more excited that we have our special guest with us. Let me see tonight. Mr. Todd is joining us. Regina had an emergency, and so y'all just keep her in prayer. But thank God that he's stepped right in and come in to help out this evening. So y'all keep our Regina in prayer. So tonight, but before we get started, I want to make sure that you look around the room and see if your guests are there, or if you invited someone and you're still waiting on them. Tell them we're going to give them just another moment, and we're going to get this train on the road and get it started. While we're doing that, I know that many of us have already just come out of New Orleans, and I tell you, the fire is still burning, the excitement is still on, and we are excited about that. I know we had some new partners to join doing New Orleans. I'm going to call her right on the spot and uh, and get her up to tell how much she enjoyed New Orleans, and her being a newcomer. She joined right there while we're in New Orleans. Evelyn, can you just come up for a moment and tell us about a moment of your experience there in New Orleans and you becoming a new partner with Trevorium? She joined just before we were. I think it was the day before we were had the conference, or either that morning. But we told her she couldn't go in that room without being a member. So come on, Evelyn, and let us know about your New Orleans experience. You have to unmute. You have to unmute it.
It's still saying. Okay, you hear me?
Evelyn, you have to unmute your mic.
It's unmuted.
Okay. Now we can hear you, sweetie.
I had a lot of fun. I had the most amazing time, and I'm new to it. I'm learning, and I'm ready to roll.
And you were blessed tremendously in being able to come in. Several people blessed you to help you with that initial fee. You want to tell how you were blessed a little bit with that?
Yes, ma'am. I think I'll make sure I'm saying it right. Miss D, I would love to thank. I thanked her, but I'm also thanking her again. She told me if I paid the money, she would give me $150, which as she did. Dr. Phil also gave me some money, and what was her other name? Ro also gave me some money, and I mean, it was overwhelming, and I almost cried. I ain't gonna tell you no story. I almost cried, but at the same sense, I appreciate everything that they done, and even though I got my money back at the same sense, but I'm just ready for this ride.
All righty. Well, you ready to get your three? I know I talked to you today, and you said that you're getting that triple bonus money, and you're getting it ASAP. So we are excited about that. To all of our new partners that maybe you just joined within the last week or so, we want to say welcome to the baddest travel club on this planet. You're in the right place at the right time, and not only that, you're in the right season, and we are excited about that. So I want you to tonight, that those of you that have guests, if you would put your name in the chat for the guests tonight, put your name in the chat and who invited you. We would appreciate that. If you would put that name in the chat and who invited you. We love to see who we are riding with. The rest of you that are on, if you would hold your questions until the end, we'll be able to answer your questions. And of course, if you would keep your Zooms on mute so we can hear our guests. None other than that, our the money earner, the top money earner of Trevorium, will be our presenter tonight. And we are so grateful to have Todd with us tonight as our presenter. And we're so grateful. So I don't want to say relax and sit back, but I want to say that on this last traveling Thursday, come on, let's make it happen because we're in double and triple bonus. My word. And the money is on the table. So let's let our guests know that they're in the right place at the right time. Mr. Todd, are you ready from out there in California?
I am fired up. I'm ready. I'm excited to be here. It sounds like we got a pretty good thing going before we even started.
Yes, thank you for being our guest tonight. We appreciate that so much. And I know Regina appreciates it. I told her, I said, well, we're gonna get somebody. Don't worry, because and then the lights and all gone out this evening. But thank you for always being there for us. None other than it belongs to you. Come on and tell and let our guests know what we do.
Well, number one, tell Regina we're praying for her. Evelyn, by the way, good to see you again. Welcome aboard. Great testimonial. Glad you got started with us. I think you're going to be absolutely just thrilled. 12 months from now, when you see all the trips you get to go on, all the people you get to meet, all the money you're going to make, it's just been an incredible journey, incredible venture. I got a good buddy, Ryan. In fact, he went on a trip, Evelyn, to Cancun last year. Dr. Phyllis and Ambassador Deborah Taylor and a whole bunch of people in this group, Kayla Young, were on that trip. And that was kind of what made him decide to take the plunge you just did, right? You know what? I'm going to get started. And next thing you know, he went, got his 3, now I'm free. And then he went 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. And I believe on Monday, there's a good chance we might be announcing him as a brand new ambassador. And I think he's going to hop on a plane and come to Paris with us. So incredible things can happen in a short period of time. But for those of you that are joining us tonight from around the country or wherever you might be, we're excited that you are here. I know your time is valuable. I promise you we are going to make it worth your while. If you can't tell, we got a little bit of energy going on. We just came out of this unbelievable event in New Orleans. In fact, we were there for 5 days at this incredible place, 4.5-star resort. We had a balcony with this amazing view of all of New Orleans. Every day, breakfast was included. The chef would make it up any way you like, orange juice. People would bring it all to you. We got the training that was just incredible. Dr. Phyllis Terry was unequivocally the rock star of that training. She's the one person that dropped the mic. Everyone's like, did I just witness what I just witnessed? She was absolutely incredible, unbelievable. But we had an amazing training all day long. All the trainers were fantastic. And of course, the company announced triple bonuses. And so that's a good thing for all of us. But I'm going to upload my slides here and just kind of walk you through a little bit of, who we are, where we're going, why we're exploding, more importantly, why you might want to participate. For my wife, Jean, and I, by the way, this has been just one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch ourselves kind of experiences. We got involved with the company and we only knew one person outside of the United States when we got started. We barely speak one language, English. And yet today our team is in 63 different countries. The majority of our team does not speak English. And so I promise you, it was not us, right? The majority of our team doesn't speak the same language as us. It was the power of the concept of when you can show people how they can travel for less, when you can show people how they can earn travel credits and travel for free, and when you can show people how they can turn fun into fortune, passion into profit, have a phone-based business, not a home-based business, but a phone-based business right here from your telephone. You can invite people where they can learn how to travel for less, where they can learn how to travel for free, and it just begins to spread everywhere. That's what happened for us. Boy, the company's not new. It's now in its 10th year in business. The company's paid out tens of millions of commissions all around the globe. We have a beautiful home office in Southern California. In fact, I was literally there not but 25 minutes ago. I had to drop off the list of everyone getting the triple bonuses. And so I had to drive that down to the home office. I live in the same town as the home office, but we now also have a corporate presence in Madrid, Spain. So we have offices in Temecula, California, and now also in Madrid, Spain, which I'm actually going to be in Madrid August 20th. We're doing a big event there. But the company, again, continues to just grow and grow and grow. People get paid on time every time, as they have for the past 9 years. That's a picture of our beautiful home office, customer service in 4 different languages. Our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela, are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine, which simply tells you that he's one of the more accomplished entrepreneurs on the entire planet. As I mentioned a moment ago, his vision is to help people become travelpreneurs. Now, what's a travelpreneur? It's somebody, again, who can travel at the travel agent rate. They can travel for up to 70% off. It's somebody who can earn travel credits and travel for free. And again, somebody who can make money right on their mobile phone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, when you look at the travel industry, it happens to be the single largest industry in the world. Nothing even comes close. And of course, if you think about it, it's not a big surprise, because the most commonly shared dream amongst all people of the earth is the dream of traveling the earth, right? I don't care what country they live in. I don't care what religion they practice, what language they speak, what color their skin is. None of that matters. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. All human beings have the same inherently wants and desires, and that is that they want to obviously take care of their families. And most people dream of going and traveling to incredible destinations. And so again, the single largest industry in the world travels the stuff of passion, the stuff of dreams. And when you can show people how to do the one thing that they've always been dreaming about doing, and how they can do it for significantly less, how they can even do it for free, that has been the winning conversation at kitchen tables all over the world. You don't have to convince someone to go to Disneyland for half price, right? I mean, whoa, half price, how do I get that? Okay, so this is something that people naturally get excited about. And we can help people, again, book in all the normal areas of travel. Now, just to kind of give you a side-by-side comparison, what does it mean to book at the travel agent rate? Well, this is the Crystal Cancun Resort in Mexico. You can see Expedia's rate, $17.97, our rate, $11.48. That means you're going to save almost $100 per day on this particular property by booking through us. Now, every once in a while, I get people who say, well, come on, Todd, Expedia, that's a big company. There's no way you guys are getting a better rate than them. To which I always reply, you're right. We are not getting a better rate than Expedia. What you don't seem to get is that $11.48, that is the rate. And Expedia chose to mark it up to $17.97 so they could pay for all those commercials on television, okay? And so they could go on there and convince you. Now, how about Priceline, right? They got Captain Kirk, the Priceline negotiator. Beam me up, Scotty. Certainly he wouldn't do me wrong. Well, here's the Paradise Point Hotel, San Diego, California. You can see that their price is $1,100 something. Our price, $600 something. I mean, you are saving $641 in just 3 nights. You're saving over $200 per night on this particular property. I mean, at some level, that should offend you. I mean, a lot of moms and dads save up all year long, dreaming of coming out to San Diego and going to SeaWorld and the zoo, only to find out that a big part of your budget was being blown on some internet site that wanted to hire Captain Kirk to be the Priceline negotiator. I mean, I don't know about you, but I got something better to do with $641 in San Diego than give it to Priceline. And so again, this is just a couple of examples of the kind of money you can save when you're booking at the travel agent rate. Now, as good as all of that is, none of that is what made us big. None of that is what caused us to grow. What caused us to grow is what I'm about to show you next. It's our Dreamcation Platform. And this is a platform where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have an unbelievable vacation every single year. And the way the platform works is that you're going to join the membership. And with the membership, not only do you get to book a travel agent rate, but you're going to earn points every single month. Well, in 4 months, if you're a platinum member, which almost everybody is, you're going to have enough points to go on vacation for 7 nights, 8 days for absolutely nothing. You just trade in your points and go, have a great time, send me a postcard. So I have enough points in 4 months to go on vacation, 7 nights, 8 days for nothing, which then beckons the question, well, what do those points cost me? Well, if you go tell 3 other people about our membership, if you tell 3 other people how they can save big time money on travel, then your membership costs you absolutely nothing. It's free. Nada, goose egg, zero dinero. It translates in every language. The American spirit today is if it's for free, it's for me. Okay. So you get 3 And the membership is costing you absolutely nothing on an ongoing monthly basis. You're earning points every single month, and you can turn those points in for vacations just like this, 7 nights, 8 days. Now, by the way, this is Pueblo Bonito Resort at Sunset Beach in Cabo. Now, my wife and I didn't go to this resort. We went to a different one. We actually went to a place called Garza Blanca, and that's a 5-star resort. It is unbelievable. They built it just a few years ago. We had an oceanfront room. We were there 7 nights, 8 days for $0. My daughter right now is at a resort right next to Garza Blanca in Cabo. She arrived today. She's on the beach as we speak, right? She's down there checking out this whole thing too. So again, when you can show people how to travel for less, how to travel for free, that is a winning idea. Now, we happen to have 2,000 resorts all over the world. So you don't just have to go to Cabo, right? We got places all over Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Acapulco. We've got them, if you can name it, we got it. We also have places in the Caribbean. We have places all over Europe, Asia, all over the United States. We have 2,000 resorts, every country, every continent, where you can go. And if you do the studios, they cost nothing. If you do a 1-bedroom, they can cost $1 per night as a platinum member. If you do a 2-bedroom, those are $8 per night. I got a buddy that just, in fact, Daryl, my buddy Daryl Roberts, he just booked a 3-bedroom in Florida. I'm pretty sure it's in Florida. He was just something about to say a 3-bedroom, and I want to say he paid $252 for that. In fact, he just got to also telling me he booked another place where the room goes for like $700 a night or $500 a night, and he's getting it for like 100 and something. I mean, it was something absolutely crazy, but you can save big time money on travel. Now, in addition to the getaways, in addition to these resorts we have all over the world, we also happen to have what we call world tours. All of us, or a lot of us, just got back from one. Now, this is where we all go to the same city, the same destination, the same resort at the exact same time. Now, when you go, you don't have to do what the crowd is doing. You can do your own thing. You can be there incognito, nobody knows your name, and go do your own thing, have fun. But if you want, you can also tap into the current group that's there. And we go to group dinners. Sometimes you might go out and do, go to the museums, or go to the swim up bar, or you might go jet skiing, or whatever resort you're at. You might go do things as a group, or maybe just hook up for breakfast as a group. But it creates this unbelievable experience that you cannot purchase online. It's one thing to experience incredible destinations with your friends and or with your family, which is amazing. But when you can also tap into other like-minded people, you're going to meet people from all over the world. So we just had this one. We were in New Orleans. I know that on August 9th, 2 weeks from yesterday, myself, Dr. Phyllis, Pastor Bill Keys, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, Mr. Tyrone Haynes, a lot of other people that were there in New Orleans were all flying, Ryan Vanderpool, we're all flying to Paris. And we're going to be there for the world tour in Paris. And of course, we're going to be at the Grand Hyatt. We're going to be there for 5 days, breakfast included. I think it was like $300 after we traded in our points. And so these are the kind of things that we get to do when you're with the company. Now, I'm going to click through a whole bunch of places real quick just to give you kind of a taste of some of the places. This is Menorca, Spain, 4-star resort, all inclusive, all the food, all the booze, ocean view, and you're there for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. How about Cartagena, Colombia? Thomas Flowers just got back from this a few weeks ago. He was there for $1 in Cartagena. How about going to Rome? My wife and I are going to be here when we leave Paris. We're going to Rome, $149. How about going to Jamaica? I know that Ambassador Deborah Taylor, Dr. Phyllis were all in Jamaica, along with a lot of you, 1 year ago for birthday month, and they had an amazing time. How about going to Portugal or Budapest, Hungary, Tenerife, Spain? I'm going to be here August 24th in Tenerife. Absolutely incredible. You're talking a 4-star resort, breakfast and dinner included, room with a balcony, ocean view, $99. How about going to Phuket, Thailand? My buddy Danny Segwinal was just here for the entire week on the beach for $1. I told Danny, hey, by the way, Danny, when I see you in Paris, I'm going to bring $1. That way I can tell people I paid for your vacation. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. My oldest daughter just got back 2 weeks ago from Puerto Vallarta, Las Vegas, Nevada. New Orleans was this is the trip we were all just on. We just literally got back. Absolutely incredible place. Malaga, Spain, Morocco, Cozumel, Mexico, Dubai. A lot of you on here, Kayla Young, Dr. Phyllis, you guys were in Dubai last year. We had this, it became a huge hit with the company. You can go to Dubai. You'll be at the Grand Hyatt, breakfast included, 6 days for $129. I mean, absolutely incredible. How about going to Punta Cana? The entire Davis family just got back. They had what, 22, 23, 21, somewhere in that neighborhood. Most of the family was there in Punta Cana. I mean, absolutely incredible family reunion. Malta, again, places all over the world, Paris, France, Athens, Greece, new ones coming all the time. And so again, to get involved with our company, most people first decide to become a partner in the company. Now, the partnership fee is $49. That happens one time per year. That gives you the licensing agreement to be a partner with us. That gives you the replicated websites, the training, the tracking. They do everything. By the way, that is tax deductible. You're entering a business for yourself. And so that's $49. Well, then you just choose your level of membership. And you can go with small, medium, or best. Now, the small, that only gets you the travel agent rates. That doesn't give you any points toward actual vacations. Well, then you got the medium. And so you go from paying $49 a month to now $69 a month. Well, for the extra $20 per month, you're basically earning one vacation per year. Or you can go for the platinum. And at the platinum level, it's $299 down, $125 per month. Now, keep in mind, if you get 3, the whole thing's going to be free. But it's $299 down, $125 per month. And at this level, you're earning enough points to get the kind of pricing I just showed you, and you're earning enough points to go on 3 vacations per year. And keep in mind that if you're going to get 3 anyway, right? I had a guy on my team, he initially came with the titanium. And he's like, hey, when do I get, how come I'm getting all the points at titanium? I go, well, that's what you joined at. He goes, yeah, but I have enough people. I go, yes, Mark, I tried to tell you, you're going to get 3 anyway and be free. If you'd have done the platinum, you'd be earning more points and better pricing for the work you've already done. But you chose to go with the smaller package. I mean, I don't know why you did it. And he's like, oh my gosh, now I get it. And so again, if you're going to go get 3 and be free, would you rather have more points or less? Would you rather have better pricing or worse? And for most of you, you're not going to have a problem getting 3. Some of you are going to get 33, okay? It's not a hard thing to do. Now, in addition to the packages, we also have this other package. Nobody has to buy it, but for a lot of people, in fact, my buddy Ryan brought somebody in today, and she's like, no, actually, I want points so I can go on a vacation now. And so I call it the Travel Now package. Okay, for $999, we're going to give you 1,400 points today. Now, what does 1,400 points mean? Well, when my wife and I went to that vacation in Cabo a little bit over a month ago, again, 5-star resort called Garza Blanca. The rooms go for $600 to $1,000 per night. Well, it cost us 1,300 points. Well, for $999, you get 1,400 points, and you can go to that exact same property. Only you're not paying $600 to $700, $600 to $1,000 a night. You paid $999, and so you're saving big time money when you buy the package. Well, further, if you go down there with business intent, with the intent to launch your business, I'm going to buy that package. I want to get points now so I can go on a trip now. I'm going to bring my camera. This is going to be the launch of our travel business. Well, now your $999 can become tax deductible. So it doesn't really cost you $999. It costs you $500 and something. Get together with your own tax professionals about that. But further, if you buy this package, it's going to qualify you for double bonuses for life on anybody else who ever buys the package on your team from here on out forevermore. So let me just say, at some point, most of you are going to want to buy this package. You don't have to do it today, but at some point, most of you are going to be saying, hey, tell me more about this $999 again. And for a lot of you, you've already done it or you're about to do it. It's an amazing package. It loads you up on points. It takes you on incredible trips. Now, I'm going to walk you through our compensation program. And I know that, it's a lot of numbers and they get kind of deep. So I'm going to try to keep it simple. But we have a 10X compensation program. And we call it 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. And the entire comp plan starts by first and foremost just going out there and getting 3. Because once you get 3, the whole thing is free, right? So go out there and bring on 3. Now your membership is costing you nothing out of your pocket on a monthly basis. Well, then your 3, guess what, want to get 3 because they want to be free. And then their 3 get 3 and their 3 get 3. And you've begun this social sharing ripple effect. Well, understand that the number one thing shared on social media happens to be travel. And so just by sharing on social media, you're going to get a lot of people saying, hey, tell me more about what you're doing and how you're going on all these vacations for like no money. And so let's assume you go out there and you get your 3, you're free, your 3 getting 3. Well, as the team grows, you're going to get paid in all of that activity. Now, we happen to have a binary compensation program. Binary meaning two. Just like your physical body has a left leg and a right leg, so does your business. So let's assume for one moment that the first two people you happen to recruit happen to be Dr. Phyllis Terry, she's on your left, and you happen to recruit Ambassador Deborah Taylor, she's on your right. Well, you may not know this, but if you actually did that, that is what we call legacy money retirement plan. You can go sit on the beach, drink out of a coconut, you're done. You're done, right? Life is good. So this is hypothetical. So let's assume that you recruited Dr. Phyllis Terry on your left, Ambassador Deborah Taylor on your right. Well, anybody else that you ever bring on from here on out forevermore has to go below either Dr. Phyllis or Ambassador Deborah. You have no choice. It has to go below one of those two people. Now, let's assume that you then recruit me and you put me down below Dr. Phyllis Terry. Now, let's assume that I didn't know Dr. Phyllis and Dr. Phyllis didn't know me. But if I go out and build a big team, which we've done, then Dr. Phyllis, even though she didn't know me from Adam, gets to override every bit of that business, just like you, just like me. So it didn't hurt you to put me below Dr. Phyllis, but it helped Dr. Phyllis in a major way because she gets the benefit of all my volume. Well, guess what? Then she brings people on, they go down below some of my people, and I'm bringing people that are going on, they're going down below some of her people. We're all building two legs straight down, okay? So that's the goal, build two legs straight down. So let's assume that you bring on four people. You only got to get three to be free, but I'm going to assume you do four, that we got two on the left and two on the right. Keep it balanced. Well, if you can get your four to go out there and bring on just a couple people each, that's now going to give you 8 people in your left leg and 8 people in your right leg. Well, that means you're now a 1-star director. That means that you're earning somewhere between $400 and $700 per month, an extra $5,000 to $8,000 per year. Now, how many of you today, if when you went to work, your boss said, you know, you've been doing a great job around here, I'm going to give you an extra $8,000 per year. How many of you would go home tonight and possibly, you know, pop a little bubbly and say, honey, we're celebrating, right? Dear, we're celebrating. Let's go out to dinner. Let's do something nice. I just got an $8,000 per year pay raise. You'd be doing backflips. If you ever watch Family Feud, then people start screaming over the idea of making 20 grand. They got to split it up with their 6 family members, right? I mean, this is 8,000 all to yourself. And I'm telling you, you can literally snap your fingers, any one of you, and go out and give yourself an extra 5,000 to 8,000 per year pay raise anytime you want. You bring on 4, help them get a couple people each. Shazam, here's an extra 5,000 to 8,000 per year. Now, you happen to have 16 people on your team. If you can get those 16 people on your team to embrace the idea of going out there and, you know, and getting the extra points, you know, that travel now package, that $999 package, if your 16 people do that, that will take your check from that $400 to $700 per month range all the way to almost $2,000. If you look there at the very bottom of the screen, I got the 16 sales outlined right there. And that's just an example of what you would make if you actually did this. Your check would be $1,850 for the month if you did that. So 16 sales, that's what it equals. Now, if you get your 8 people on the left and your 8 people on the right to bring on a couple people each, well, that's going to give you 25 people on the left and 25 on the right. At this moment, you become a 2-star director. Now, as a 2-star director, you get one of these championship rings like you see on my finger right there, or like you see up here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. But more importantly, it's not just getting rings, it's the fact that you are now earning $2,000 per month in reoccurring residual income. And so you're making a couple grand a month. That's an extra $24,000 per year. Now, oh, by the way, if you can get the people on your team, you got 25 on the left, 25 on the right, that's a team of 50. If you can get just half of them, doesn't matter which half, if you just get half of them to say, you know what, I'm going to get one of those travel now packages. I'm either going to buy one or sell one, right? I want the points immediately to go on a trip, or I'm going to sell it to somebody who wants the points immediately to go on a trip. If you just get half of your team to sell or buy just one of those, that takes your check from $2,000 to over $5,000. So again, a little bit of, you know, effort, and it can over double your check. It's 2.5 times the size, right? Now, you got 25 on the left, 25 on the right. Let's assume you help them get a couple people each. That gives you 63 on the left, 63 on the right. You now have a residual income of $30,000 to $40,000 per year. Your check is in that, you know, $3,000 month range. Well, oh, by the way, if you can get just 25%, 1 out of every 4 people to either buy or sell one of the $9.99 packages. That is going to take your check, from being in that $3,000 range all the way up to something that looks a lot better, because you're now in that $8,000 per month income range, $8,700, almost $9,000 for the entire month. Now you get 63 on the left, 63 on the right. If you can help them bring on just 1 person each, that means you double the size of your team. You now have 126 people, 125 on the left, 125 on the right. That's going to take your residual check to $40,000 to $50,000 per year. Excuse me, 50 to 60,000 per year. And so again, you're now at 50 to 60,000 per year in income. And oh, by the way, if you can get just 15%, that is 15 out of every 100, 1.5 out of every 10, to buy or sell one of the I want to go on vacation now packages. That takes your check from that $4,000 to $5,000 range all the way to $12,850 for the month. And so again, I mean, you are now in that range of someone that's earning $160,000 per year if you did this every single month. Now, if you can help your team grow just a little bit more, you get to the 188 on the left, 188 on the right. At this moment, you now have a residual check of $90,000 to $110,000 per year. That's your worst case scenario. You're a 6-figure per year income earner. You have a very tiny team, less than 400 people. And for our kind of an industry, that is tiny. I mean, if you tell 4 who tell 4 who tell 4, I mean, right there, that's a team of like 300 and something people, right? You only need a team of 400. Okay, so again, you get your team of 400. If you get just 10%, 1 out of every 10 people to embrace that idea of I want to go on a vacation now package, that's going to take your check from the $8,000 range all the way up to $20,000 for the month. And so again, a little bit of effort on the front side and something that can magnify and multiply your check in ways that will just absolutely boggle your mind on the kind of money you can make. Now, our comp plan will take you all the way up to $3,200 a day, over $1 million per year. There's all kinds of perks. In fact, when we are in Paris, we're taking all of our brand new ambassadors. We're going to go to the 4-story Louis Vuitton. We have a private salon there. Every person will have a personal shopping assistant. There will be champagne. There will be macaroons. There will be cappuccinos. And you are going to go shopping on David Hart, our owner's credit card. Now, I know there's probably a lot of you thinking, man, what do we do to get to do that program? Well, we got a number of you that are doing that and going to be doing that. It's going to be incredible. By the way, you also get the yearly ambassador vacation. Now, this is not something that happens one time. This is every single year. That vacation this year is in Dubai. The company pays for the airfare. They pay for the airport transfers, pay for the 5-star accommodations. They pay for everything, right? They've rented yachts for us, got us massages every day, jet skis, parasailing, dune buggies. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. You get to override the company every single month. If you become a 3-star ambassador, they start handing out $8,000 watches like you see on my wrist right there, right? Same watch that James Bond wears in all the Bond movies. Now, for like me, I don't have the Bond tuxedo. I don't have the Bond, debonair. I don't have the martini shaken, not stirred, but hey, baby, I got the watch, right? And then from there, it's just a matter of just going out and showing other people how they can win. And these are some of our most recent 6-figure earners. This is not all of them. This is just some of the most recent ones. And if you can't tell, we are female nominated. People like Ambassador Deborah Taylor, Dr. Phyllis Terry, Regina, Kayla Young. Now we got Evelyn on board, right? I mean, this is a place where the women are coming and winning in a big, big, big way. Now, we do have some men. We got my man Tyrone Haynes on here. There's me, there's Danny, there's Ryan Vanderpool going ambassador here probably in just a few days. There is, Daryl Roberts, there's Camilo Peraza and Emilio Sejas and Juan Pendas and, a number of people, right? Jose Luis. But we have the ladies lately have completely dominated the company. Congratulations to you. And that is my overview of our company and what we're doing. I just want to encourage you to get back with whoever invited you to be here. Because if you do that old Ben Franklin kind of, what are the benefits and what are the, the downside? Well, on the upside, if I join the company, number one, as long as you work your business with an intention for a profit, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment. Well, if you Google home business tax advantages, or if you go buy a book at Barnes and Nobles, or if you go meet with your own tax professional, you'll find out that you can write off all kinds of things. Well, what that means is that you can probably increase your take-home pay by about $400 per month. So if I'm going to increase my take-home pay and tax savings by $400 a month, simply because I have a home-based business, and it only costs me $125 a month to join. I mean, you're money ahead every single month for simply trying. And so whenever someone says, well, I don't know, I'm like, whose side are you on, right? Go meet with your own tax professional, validate what I'm saying. I'm not a tax pro. Go validate what I'm saying. But if you knew that it was true, if you knew that it was true, that you could increase your take-home pay by hundreds of dollars per month, and it only costs $125 a month to be belong to the program, why would you not do that? Now, further, when you're in the program, you're earning points every month towards incredible vacations. You're booking at the travel agent rate. So you got Uncle Sam financing this thing that's going to give you one of the most incredible experiences of your life. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 people, then it costs you nothing. Then you're 3 tell 3 tell 3. Next thing you know, you're earning money. This is something where you absolutely have a 100% chance of winning if you at least just try. And so with that, I appreciate the invite for being here. I'm no substitute for Regina, but we're praying for her that things work out. But I appreciate the invite. And Miss Dr. Phyllis Terry, I will turn it back over to you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Oh, excuse my background lighting, but thank you. Great job as usual. And I know that some of our partners tonight, that they grabbed hold, our guests grabbed hold to some information that Trevorium offers us as guests. And so I want to find out if any of our guests have any questions. Put your name, put the questions, in the chat. Or feel free to open up your mic to ask any questions that you might have. We're here to answer all your questions to make sure you become a part of this amazing travel club. Those of you that can see in the chat, see if there are any questions, please feel free to ask them.
At this point, Dr. Phil, there's no questions in the chat. So any one of the guests, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question, or you may please put your question in the chat and we'll get all your questions answered.
By the way, I'm going to share something with you, Miss Kayla, that's pretty cool. There's a gal I've been hearing me talk about. Her name is Tatiana, and she's from Ukraine. English is her second language. Russian is her first language. And, Tatiana, she just sent me, she doesn't know how to place people in our system. She doesn't know how to book travel. She doesn't know how to get your own replicated website. She doesn't know how to sign people up, but she does know how to say, watch the video, talk to Todd. Well, she has only been here 2 months, 1 week, and she's a 1-star, about to go 2-star here in about 10 minutes. And she has a whole group coming in that could make her a 3-star by Monday or Tuesday. And so, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible story. Well, here's what's interesting. She just put a lady in the business. I mean, literally right now, that's in France. She lives in the United States and France both. She's bilingual. I got to talk to her the other day. Well, she's flying back to France on August the 11th. What are the odds? So Jean and I are going to take her to dinner in France on August the 12th. And then she's going to come to the event with us that we're doing, the world tour along with the training. She's going to come be our guest at the event in Paris, France. And so, again, I don't speak French. I just told a few who told a few, and these are the kind of things that happen. So I'm sharing that with you guys because the same thing is going to be happening for you in no time at all.
That's cool. Okay, Todd, I do have one question in the chat. Miss Erica says, how do you make money in this business without building a team?
Well, you can do a couple of ways. I mean, number one, obviously, just by saving money, you're making money. And so if you're somebody who likes to travel, you're going to be saving a ton of money just as a customer. And that's really the heart of where everything begins. Number two, without building a team, you can still refer people. I mean, you might think that's building a team, but it's not. You're just referring a few people. And so you can refer 3 people. At that moment, your membership's costing you nothing. You're earning points. You're going on trips. You're having an amazing experience. You're booking at the travel agent rate. So whether you just decide to join the program and save money, never tell anybody, saving money is making money. Number two, I do want to refer 3 people. That's not building a team. I'm just referring 3 customers. And now I got the membership completely for free. I'm traveling for free. I'm having amazing experiences. and it goes no further. But beyond that, if you want to make money, then it comes back to you're going to have to build a team. But again, building a team sometimes sounds like hard to do until you go on one of the trips. Because if you've ever been on vacation before, you probably posted 10,000 trips. Everybody knows when you go on vacation, here comes the photo dump, right? No one goes to Paris without posting on their thing, hey, we're in Paris. There's the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, you're at the Louvre. Nobody does that, right? So anyone that travels naturally starts posting on their page where they're at, what they're doing. And when you get to go to Paris for $300 instead of $3,000, right? If you mention that, you're going to have people say, whoa, hold on. How are you doing that? And when you're excited about traveling, when you get to go to Dubai, when you get to go to Montego Bay, when you get to go to New Orleans, when you get to go to Cancun, when you get to go, to the various places that we go, Hawks Cay, there's a natural excitement. It's genuine. It's like seeing a great movie. Oh my gosh, you have to see that movie. And so when you're coming from a true place of just pure excitement, you're just sharing something incredible because people love to travel. They love to go to Hawaii, and you went there at an incredible price. It doesn't really feel like sales. It feels more like you're just sharing, and then they share. So sometimes building a team might feel one way in your mind, but it's something that's perhaps a little simpler than you might think. In fact, one of our top strategies for building is just inviting people to our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page called Dream Trips. You can invite people to that page where they can see all of the other people from around the world who are traveling for less, traveling for free. And you can simply text somebody an invite that, hey, I want to invite you to this company's Facebook page. I just joined their travel group. I've never seen deals this good in my entire life. If you plan to travel in the next 24 months, you're going to be owing me dinner, right? Kind of a little smiley face, a little, laugh, right? You check this thing out, you're going to be blown away. And you get people on there, and then next thing you know, you'll have people calling you up saying, hey, how do I get started here? So again, a number of ways to win here, and it's not as tough as it may sound, about building, because I know that building a team in some places might be tough, but I think it's maybe a little more easier than you might be thinking here. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, great. Does any of our other guests have any questions? I know, Todd, oftentimes when we're on, most people want to know is when you join Travorium, is it a contract, or what happens if you cancel? That's normally a question that's asked, and I know we have some guests that's wondering about that. Can you deal with that for a moment, please?
Yeah, in fact, there's two answers. Number one, no, there's no contract. You can cancel anytime you wish. You are not obligated in any way, shape, or form. You can join today and get 100% of your money back tomorrow. In fact, we have a 2-week refund policy, so you have up to 2 weeks to say, hey, is this something I want to do? Then beyond that, you can cancel anytime you wish. But this is a real business that can be willable and inheritable. And I think that, Ambassador Deborah Taylor has a story that I think is like really opened the eyes of tons of people. I know they did for Tatiana, the girl I mentioned a moment ago. She was absolutely blown away when she heard the story about Deborah and her now late husband, Guy. But at the time, Deborah was a 2-star, Guy was a 2-star director, and Deborah was a 3-star director. So they were making fantastic money. Guy was making 24 grand a year. Deborah was probably making, close to 40. Add that together, they're making 65,000 a year. And of course, they just, got a little business here. Well, unfortunately, Guy went home to be with the Lord. And, that was obviously a heartbreak. But luckily, because we have a business that's willable and heritable, Guy's income continues to come in week after week, month after month, even though he's no longer here on planet Earth, he's up with the Lord. Well, on the 1-year anniversary of Guy's death, his business went from 2-star to 3-star. So I want you to think about that. Not only did Deborah continue to collect that money every single week, every single month, but Guy got a pay raise 1 year after, going home to be with the Lord. Ain't even been here in a year, and his income went up. He went from 24 grand a year to that 30, 40,000 a year income range. And in the meantime, Deborah, who is working her business, she went ambassador. And so when people begin to realize that, like, okay, hold on. This is a better retirement plan than anything Social Security's ever offered. This is better than anything my company's offering. And so I call it cash flow millionaire, that you don't always have to have the millions it takes to, When you think about it, if you got millions of dollars, well, you're not going to go out and spend the millions or you're no longer a millionaire. And so for most people, having the millions are only as good as the money they can produce. So if I go put those millions in the bank, how much money will the bank pay me every month for my millions? Well, if you come over here and develop a residual income of, 800 a month or $2,000 a month or, $4,000 a month, that's the same thing as having a million and sometimes, and of course, in the higher numbers, multiple millions in the bank. So I don't have the millions in the bank, but I have the same cash flow coming through month after month, whether I'm working or not. And quite frankly, whether I'm alive or not, that money continues to come in month after month. And that's the thing they're not teaching people at school. That's the thing that people need to learn, that a job is a wonderful way to put some food on the table, pay the bills, put a roof over your head, but it's a horrible way to get ahead. It's a horrible way to create a lifestyle. So a job is where you want to start. It is not where you want to finish. You want to have this little thing that you start building on the side that over time, it becomes more valuable than your job. And so eventually, I don't need the job anymore because I got this little thing I'm doing part-time that's now paying me a heck of a lot more than I was earning on the job. But the difference is I could literally go sit on a beach, drink out of a coconut, and this check keeps showing up month after month, year after year. And when I'm gone, because we're all one day going to, leave planet Earth, and hopefully all of us going to be with the Lord. But one point that is going to happen to all of us, you want an income that continues to come in week after week, month after month, something that you leave behind to your loved ones, where that money just keeps coming in. That should be the goal of every single person on the entire planet. That should be the thing they're teaching in school. I mean, you have residual bills. It doesn't matter if you're sick or not. Those bills keep showing up. The power company keeps billing you every month. Well, you don't understand. I'm really sick. We don't care. We're going to keep billing you every month. But your boss is not going to keep paying you every month if you can't show up. So if you have residual bills, does it not make sense to have residual income?
Okay, Todd, we got another question. Miss Erica again, she said, thank you. And she has one more question. What if someone doesn't want to become a business partner with this company, but they do want us to book a trip for them like a travel agent? Is that possible? And if so, how does that work?
No, at this point, you have to be a customer. You don't have to be a partner. So what makes you a partner is paying the $49 to become a business builder, get the license. So you don't have to pay that $49. But if they want to travel with us, they do have to become a club member, a customer. They can just join the club and save money on travel, book at the travel agent rate, earn the points, and travel for less. But everybody books for themselves. We're not making any one of you travel agents. That's complicated paperwork. A lot more involved where people change their mind. Can you look it up this way and look it up that way? The way we do it is so simple. People join, they save an absolute fortune. They book for themselves. And if you choose to build, then you'll find out that that's an idea that's caught on and will make you a lot of money.
Okay, yeah, because that she was saying, and you answered her the bottom part of her question. She was saying because she's noticing a lot of people don't have $300 to start the business, so they can go with the smaller package. They don't have to get the bigger package.
That's correct. You can join at any level. So somebody can join for $99 today and $49 per month, and so they can get started for less than $100. And if they have a job, again, they're probably paying taxes at that job. And again, get together with your own tax pro, but you'll learn that you can write off house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment. They can immediately increase their take-home pay. Not maybe someday, today, more money in their paycheck next week. This is something that can make them money, not cost them money. People just need to do the due diligence to say, wow, I need to be an entrepreneur. There's huge tax benefits. The government's literally bribing me to be an entrepreneur. I need to tap into that advantage and start changing the stars, changing my lot in life. So again, a lot of ways to get started. It could be as simple as 99 down, 49 a month, tap into the tax write-offs, immediately increase the take-home pay, meaning the very next paycheck is going to be higher than last paycheck because you're tapping into those tax benefits. So that kind of thing is available. Just get together with whoever invited you to be here. Deborah Taylor, Dr. Phyllis Terry, Kayla, some of the leaders that have studied up on some of the things I'm talking about.
Okay, Erica, did that answer your question? Please feel free to open your mic if you need some further explanation on or clarity. Who invited you tonight, Erica? She said,
That's
can
correct,
I,
Erica. You can become a customer without being a partner. That is correct.
okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
Now that's funny. Dr. Phyllis, you're inviting so many people to these calls. You don't even know who
I
you
got
invited.
I'm sorry. I got so many folks. I got it. I just had to think on it.
Hey, by the way, Dr. Phil, I had a lady the other day. I go, hey, boy, who's your sponsor? She goes, well, you are, Todd. I'm like, oh, that's right. I get it.
Yes.
I mean, I knew she was on the team, but you start working with anybody and everybody, and sometimes you kind of forget, how they got here, right? I mean, we're here to help all of you. It doesn't matter whether I sponsor you, somebody else sponsored you. I mean, any one of you can call me, I'll help you, and we're working close enough together. Like, remind me, who was your sponsor again? Yeah, I mean, what was that chain?
Okay.
It doesn't matter, but sometimes you just kind of out of curiosity, who you working with, and so sometimes you forget. But the other day I forgot it was who sponsored you? Well, you did, Todd. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I knew that.
All right, Erica, I got you. Yes.
Hey, by the way, I got to
Anyone
go do the Zoom for the company with Danny Seguinal. He's over in Bali right now.
Okay.
So he's going to be actually on live from Bali. So that should be fun, but I got to go hop on that particular Zoom. But you guys can stay. You guys are in great hands. You got incredible leadership on here. I see all kinds of names on here from Tyrone, Miss Kayla Young. Kayla, thank you for helping out tonight. Obviously, you got some of the Davises on here. You can never go wrong with them. And so, again, incredible leadership here. Miss Sasha Roberts, I see you. And hey, Dr. Phyllis, thank you so much. We got Renethia. Thank you so much for the invite. And anytime you need me, just let me know.
Thank you so much, Todd. We appreciate you dropping in, and we're making this happen tonight for sure. We'll get over there to hear to hear about Bali tonight in just a moment.
All right, anytime. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Todd. Bye. So just before we move forward, I want to make sure that to see if anyone else have any questions tonight. We do not want you to leave here without your questions being answered. And I want the partners to remember that we're still in the double. Those who went to New Orleans, we're hitting that triple. And so we're grateful for that. I just want to see any other questions. I'm still out in the dark, you guys, so but I can.
Yes, I was looking for this because Evelyn wants to know where do you upload your videos to get the additional 500 points when you take a trip as a business partner. It's the stories for Trevorium. I'm trying to find that website.
When you first open up your back office, it has a banner there. And on that banner, if you click on the link, it'll take you a link to the link, and it gives you the instructions on what you need to do. As soon as you open up your back office, it's one of the banners that talks about the 5,000 points for that.
That's the only other question you have in the chat, Coach.
Okay, so let's see our guest tonight. I can't really see who we're guests tonight because my phone, I had it on trying to do 2 instruments, so I can't really see all the chats. So if
Back up and see. I know we have Shanta Horn is a guest. Look like
interested and I want to become a part. If that's you, then we want you to put that A in the chat and get back with the person that invited you ASAP and become a part of us. That B person that's sitting in the Zoom with us tonight said, you know what, I love it and I am interested, but I need to talk to my spouse, my mouse, my whoever, or to my banker. I need to move some money around. But as soon as I make some adjustments, I'll get back with the person that invited me and I'll be becoming a part of you. Make sure you do that. Make those adjustments, talk to who you need to talk to, and we want to say welcome aboard. Then that C person that's sitting way back on the left side of this Zoom, who may be saying tonight that, you know what, this is really not for me. That $300 that Erica was talking about, definitely don't have it. Not interested in paying $125 a month. I already have enough bills, and I really don't understand all of this. But I do know a lot of people that travel, and since I do know a lot of people that travel, I'm going to run my mouth, and I'm going to tell them about what I've heard tonight. We want to say we thank you for being one that will spread the word about Triborium, that maybe it's not for you, but be one that be able to share it with someone else. Thank you for doing that, and thank you most of all for becoming a part of our Zoom tonight. I definitely want to say thank you. Let's see, any other questions in here tonight? Okay. Do we have anyone that think that they're going to become a part of this amazing team? You said that I'm joining soon. I'm joining tonight. I'm joining tomorrow. Anyone, if that's you, I want you to put your name in that chat, or put your hand up, and if y'all can see it, let me know if you see that rise. Or open up your mic and say, that's me. Okay.
Shanta Horn raised her hand. She's a guest of a new Chaba, my new partner that we just signed up on Monday. So thank you, Chantel. We will be getting back with you as soon as this is over with.
Okay. Well, welcome aboard, Chantel, and thank you. You've made one of the best decisions tonight to become a part of this amazing opportunity. Your life will never be the same. Anyone else? It's the end of the month, and you might as well go ahead on and invest in your life, invest in yourself. July is coming to an end in just a couple of days, and why not do it now? Some of you say, well, I need to wait till payday. Payday, if you get your 3, it's going to pay you right back even as soon as you begin to work the business. All righty then. Coach D, are you available? Okay, maybe. All righty. So, if there's nothing else, any further ado, then we will get ready to close the Zoom out. I was just going to have you to greet people for a moment as we prepare to close out, but I know if you were available.
I was kind of multitasking to our guests. We have a big meeting, which is kind of full in Milwaukee that's launching tonight. So I was actually on the line with them. But anyway, it looks like everything went great. If you are a guest, as Dr. Phil would say, don't sit at the dock of the bay. Go ahead and get started. Anything that we can do to get you motivated to start it, we would love to do that. Get back with the person that invited you, and they definitely will get you connected to one of the leaders so that you can get any questions that you did not get answered tonight. But don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Go ahead and get started. We are now in our double bonuses. So you want to make sure that you still have about 3 days on that so you can get your money back right away. So go ahead. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Dr. Phil. I know you in the dark, and it's been thunder and lightning here as well, but great call.
Thank you. Someone had their hands up. Their hands up. Alice, who was that? And is it Venus or someone? You have a question?
Venus. iPhone Venus.
Okay, you have a question? Please feel free to ask. If you will unmute your mic or put it in the chat. Or are you telling us your hand is up because you're getting ready to become a part? Or Venus, or were you with us in New Orleans? Is that my Venus on my team?
That is Dr. Phil. That's Venus. That was with
Okay,
us in New Orleans. I didn't see
okay,
nothing, but yeah, that's her.
okay. No problem then. I know she's ready to run because we gave her a big booster while we were there. So she's definitely ready to run. Oh, she said her mic messed up. Okay, we got you. I need you to get with me ASAP. I'm so glad that you were on tonight. If you're still on, I'm headed out that way soon, and we're going to do a meeting. I've already we're setting up a meeting with Pastor Erica. Get with me, please. All righty. Okay. Well, thank all the partners tonight for coming out again. And you heard that Todd say that he's going over to Javoria on the Javoria page. For those of you that want to hear Danny from Bali, please do so.